There's strong indication today that the 10% property tax hike that's been proposed by Montgomery County executive is dead on arrival at the city council. The council president says there is not enough support from lawmakers on the proposed hike. Those comments made it to Fox 5's Tom Fitzgerald today. He was listening in. Fitz, what does all of this mean?
Well, in the short term, Shamari, it looks like this 10% property tax hike is not going to be moving forward. Now, that does not mean that there was going to be no property tax hike in Montgomery. However, this 10% proposal, this appears to be finished for now. Montgomery County Executive Marc Elrich's budget called for this 10% property tax hike to fund MCPS's $3.2 billion budget. Now, that would have been $235 million more than they asked for just last year. In response to this, the council president told Fox 5 today that the council instead will be approving a $215 million increase. These are his strongest words yet, and Glass saying, bottom line, this 10% property tax hike will not happen.
We are not going to adopt a 10% tax increase. What we've been doing is looking for savings, trying to transform county government so that it is efficient and that every dime that is spent is used to where it needs to go.
Now, Fitz, you also spoke with County Executive Marc Elrich about this. What's his reaction to what the council president said?
Well, as you know, it was Elrich who originally proposed this for the council, and he had said he had to do that because of the fact that the Montgomery County schools had made this request. Elrich told Fox 5 today that he was not surprised by these words from the council president today, and said, in fact, for the last couple of days, it's been pretty clear there had been a movement within the council to not go along this route. The bottom line here, though, is the county executive says he wants the council to be very careful where they make these cuts. He says things like teachers' pay, student services. He says these are core things that the Montgomery County schools need in order to move forward, especially in this climate right now. He says, though, that he's curious to see what they do. And, you know, Shamari, the bottom line also is that they are not done with this process. The council president said today that they are still continuing to work at this, still continuing to look at this. So this may not be the last we hear about where they land on exactly how much they're going to authorize or how much this proposed tax hike could be.
Now, Fitz, real quick. So given this cut, right, where could this wind up as far as how much taxpayers are going to be asked to cough up?
To be honest, right now, we don't know. But if what they said today remains intact, you're looking at somewhere around, 2% below that 10%. So this could come in at around an 8% property tax hike. We asked the county executive about that today. He says that's what he's heard has been in line. But we really will not know until the council finally completes its work. Evan Glass made it very clear today. He says they're not done with this. They are continuing to look for savings. In fact, he said, there was a question about unused jobs that remained in this budget, despite the fact that nobody ever filled these jobs. He says they thought about $7 million on that just alone. He says they're still continuing to look.
All right. Thanks, Fitz. Reporting from Montgomery County.